Well, hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you for Arcadia Economics. And today we did have a quick update from Fortuna Mining as they released their latest drill results from their Diamba Sud project in Senegal, which they purchased from Chesser Resources a few years ago. And as we see here, they got 8.6 grams per ton gold over 13.6 meters at the Southern Arc prospect. And they also did have some drill results from a couple of the other targets at the Diamba Sud project. So let us dig in here because we do have a comment from Paul Whedon, the Senior VP of Exploration, who mentions our exploration work at Diamba Sud continues to yield strong results, particularly from areas with limited historical drilling. And he highlights the 8.6 grams per ton over 13.6 meters. And also another hole that gave them 9.3 grams per ton over 11.8 meters. And I thought it was interesting. Here he mentions these results further reinforce the project's potential for near-term resource growth. So, indicating, as Jorge Ganoza, the CEO of Fortuna Mining, has talked to in the regular calls we do after their earnings and big news releases, that they're not far off from advancing the project. I mean, they've already been advancing it, but anyway, you see here the near-term resource growth potential. He also adds infill drilling at areas A, D, and Caracara have also returned encouraging results, including a standout intercept of 113.7 grams per ton gold over 6.4 meters at area D. And here we can see some of the highlights at the Southern Arc prospect, which include 4.8 grams per ton over 21.6 meters, 4 grams over 16.4 meters, 3.2 grams over 20.8 meters, 2.2 grams over 18.4 meters, 8.6 grams over 8.8 meters, 9.3 grams over 11.8 meters, and 8.6 grams over the 13.6 meters referenced above. And the exploration drilling at the Southern Arc has intersected multiple zones of mineralization as part of their 38 reverse circulation diamond core drill holes that totaled 4,210 meters and was designed to test and refine their geological model. And several of the nearby geochemistry and geophysical anomalies are giving them some optimism about the further exploration potential at Southern Arc. And the highlights here from areas AD and Caracara: 12.2 grams per ton over 8 meters, 3 grams over 28.8 meters, 113 grams over 6.4 meters, 2.6 grams over 40 meters, 3.4 grams over 20.8 meters, 3.4 grams over 19.2 meters, and 4.8 over 10.4 meters. And this was an additional 33 drill holes over 4,550 meters to conclude a final round of infill drilling that was really designed for a couple key purposes, which were increasing the resource confidence in the targeted zones and confirming the geological controls on the high-grade mineralization at depth. And their drill holes intersect a mineralization not only adjacent to but also outside of the currently proposed open pit boundaries, indicating the potential for further resource growth. And these results will be incorporated into the forthcoming resource update for the Diamba Sud project. And then over at Mongundi and Mongundi North, we had 2.1 grams over 8 meters, 2 grams over 14.6 meters, 2.1 grams over 8.8 meters, 11.3 grams over 15.4 meters, and 5.1 grams over 4.9 meters. And this was exploration drilling at the pre-resource stage for a total of 85 diamond core drill holes over 9,472 meters that helped them to improve their understanding of the geology and structure of a complex area. And these results will also be incorporated into that next resource update. And then the last one here is the Western Splay, where the highlight was 7.2 grams per ton over 4.8 meters, total of 24 holes, 2,531 meters. And this was to test the strike and dip extensions. And the recent campaign did strengthen their confidence in the local geological interpretation of the model. And of course, we will keep you posted on that as well as any other news that is released by Fortuna. And to get a better idea of how the company is doing overall, especially after they released record free cash flow in the first quarter, well, CEO Jorge Ganoza joined us on a live call about 2 or 3 weeks ago where he talked about all of the latest developments, and that one is coming your way now.